Welcome to a new show podcast. I'm Jerry Aquino, and today we have Chris Mata. One would say he is the creator of the show. One could call him the showrunner. One could call him the man behind the camera. Any one of those would work. How you doing, Chris?
I'm all right. Did we start?
Oh, we started.
We started. Okay.
We started. This is it.
All right, Jerry. Well, thanks for having me on my podcast.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but this is one of the news show podcasts of all time.
Oh.
And I can guarantee that.
That's huge. You actually can guarantee that this is one of the podcasts of all time.
It is one of the podcasts. It is irrefutable. After today.
Yeah, you can't argue that.
Cannot.
I love it. That's your slogan?
That's the slogan.
It's also what I came up with. Actually, Atticus.
Showrunner.
Atticus.
Yeah.
He and I were just...
Atticus is our very expensive editor.
who doesn't even work anymore, right? He took off on his own, does...
Yeah. He's doing some side animation, but he'll be back.
his comic book, Monsters of Farewell.
Monsters of Farewell. Go check it out whenever he publishes that.
Yeah.
It's going to be expensive.
So here we are.
Yep. We're going over news things today. We're just going to talk about what's hot today, which actually, speaking of hot, what has been hot, hopefully not Biden's forehead, but definitely the American heat wave.
Hold on, time out. Why would it be Biden's forehead? Why would you say that?
Because Biden caught COVID today.
Biden has COVID?
He had tested positive this morning for COVID.
Whoa.
He's got mild symptoms, so apparently it's not terrible. I like that the Drudge Report has him as concerns for 79-year-old president with fatigue, runny nose, and dry cough.
That could also be AIDS.
That
Right?
It could also. He seems
Because the dry cough, if the cough is not progressive, like if you're not expectorating, that's a symptom of AIDS.
I don't think I know what the symptoms for AIDS are.
Well, that's one of them. And so hopefully Biden did catch COVID and not AIDS.
Yeah. Let's ask him if he's on that HE prep.
The HEB.
There you
the
go.
HEB.
Not the. That's not what I meant. No,
We just came from Texas.
We sure did.
HEB.
We were in Texas.
The good old grocery store.
The good old There's a grocery store. If you're in Cali, it's Ralph's. If you're in Florida, it's Publix. If you're in New York, it's the closest thing you can find.
It's Fairway. Remember the Fairway?
It is Fairway. Fairway's bankrupt though.
What?
So I don't know.
Oh, Safeway too. Safeway.
Safeway.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But HEB, Henry Edward Butt.
Yeah.
And so what you're saying is Biden may be taking it in the Henry Edward Butt?
No, that's what you implied.
I'm just
with his
saying.
possibility of having AIDS, which there is none, obviously.
I'm going to guess that that'll be the first people are now commenting, like, how dare you?
This is the.
Oh, yeah.
This is our president. This is our 79-year-old president.
But that's not good if he has COVID.
It's actually very concerning because he said he has had 2 vaccinations and has been double boosted. I've had 2 vaccinations and I've been boosted, and I had a mild COVID, which was still pretty bad. Like the fatigue did not feel good for me. I was in bed. I was laid out for a couple of days.
No, I remember you saying you went paddleboarding.
Yeah, that was
So,
a
I don't-
mistake. That was a mistake
Right.
on my part, and it was pretty miserable from start to finish immediately.
Right. But the fact is that you did it. You had COVID and was like, where's my paddles and my boards?
First of all, it was peer pressure. It was also technically going to be safe because I was out in the water. Who am I
Right.
buying I'm in the ocean. I'm in the middle of the ocean.
COVID fish.
No, there's no COVID fish. Because I
just
got
saying.
vaccinated.
Right,
So
you did
it
get
wasn't
that, yes.
it wasn't transmissible
Right.
by the time I was out in the water.
But how bad were your symptoms? For how long? They were the extreme symptoms were had for how long?
So I had the extremities were mild.
The extremities?
The extremities.
Those are
the
your
extremities were mild.
okay.
And
Those are fingers. She held up her fingers. If you're
Just
if
to-
you're not watching,
yeah.
right?
I had a very mild fever for maybe like a day.
Can we look up extremities? The
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
meaning of that?
We can totally. I
Right.
think extremities is like your toes.
It
and
is your
fingers.
toes, but you had the extremities of COVID.
Yeah.
The extremities symptoms.
No, I
of
didn't.
COVID?
Is what I'm saying.
Because that's what I heard.
No, I said
I'm
I
not-
had mild extremities.
Your fingers and toes were mild. That's really
during
good.
COVID.
You know what? We don't have to look it up now.
I
we
kind
got,
of
we
want
got
to
to the
now.
bottom of that.
That's
we got
fine.
To the bottom of
All
it.
right, we'll look it up later. Time.
But Biden, it's possible that he could die.
I saw his video on Instagram. He was like, hello. He put a video up to everyone. He was like, hello, I have COVID. I've never seen that man squint more.
Whoa.
Which did make me a little bit worried. And he was like, I'm fine. Can't really see out of my left eye. Trying not to look out of my right, but everything's great. They're super mild. He didn't even bother with the glasses, with the stunner shades. He was just like, I have COVID. I'm still getting work done. I wasn't getting shit done when I had a mild case of COVID. I was in bed.
Wait, is he still going to the video? Is he still going to the White House? Is that what he means? Or he's working from home in bed?
Doesn't he live in the White House?
Well, I'm just saying. Yeah, you know what?
So that is working.
He got in on a technicality.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying.
He posted it from
Touché.
the White House.
Oh.
He posted a video from the White House. I think it literally looked like he set up his own tripod with a phone. He was like, "Hello, America."
He did what we're doing.
Yeah.
Good. But that's serious. Old people die from COVID.
Yeah, that is pretty concerning.
That would leave us with a Kamala Harris president. Does that excite you?
No.
You got a giant...
Yes and no.
Dude, a Kamala president, weed is immediately legal.
That's fun. But is it backtracked to let go of criminals who have been criminalized for marijuana charges?
Yeah. You're talking about retro?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That'd be good.
Yeah. Expunged from the record.
Yeah.
Yeah. When the debates were happening, the one vice presidential debate that happened, and she mentioned that they were going to legalize pot. Pot stocks went through the roof. It just soared.
Oh,
everybody got excited.
Man, that would be really amazing for people of color who are wrongfully held in maybe a system of parole or false wrong charges of marijuana findings in cars or wherever.
Yeah.
I think that would be really great. And I mean, no matter how it would go, it would definitely stand to say something that a woman of color and a woman itself would be the president. That'd be pretty crazy.
Yeah, because she's not just black. She's, Asian?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a lot of things. And president, you know who would be really upset?
Mitch McConnell.
Sarah Palin.
And Mitch McConnell's chins.
I wish that. How is he a career politician? Who keeps voting for him? Oh, don't even get me started on Mitch McConnell.
Yeah.
Is he Tennessee? Kentucky. Which one is he?
Kentucky.
Yeah. And if he's not Kentucky, he should be, right?
Yep.
Seems like he'd be South Carolina, because that was the first state to secede from the nation for the Civil War.
I don't know how, but for some reason he looks like a fat grasshopper. And I've never seen one before, but I'm pretty sure that's what it would look like.
I named my fat grasshopper Mitch McConnell.
Don't talk to me like that.
But Kamala Harris, so just think about it.
Yeah.
How would people feel about that? Would she be able to, just speculate, right? Would she be able to take out whatever Republican frontrunner? You know what I'm saying? Would other Democrats step up and challenge her for the presidency, the incumbent? They're not just, would they just let her roll on in as the incumbent? And then
I don't think so.
But who would go up against her?
I have
Pete
no
Buttigieg,
idea.
right?
Yeah.
Elizabeth Warren?
No.
Who would take the
She has
Democrat?
the Biden problem of being 80.
Yes.
She's also an extreme leftist, which I don't know would go well.
Yeah, I was an Elizabeth Warren fan for a second, and then then I kind of fell off of that.
Same.
Kind of because of her stance on crypto. That's what did it for me.
What was her stance on crypto?
She thinks that it's a fraud. It needs to be. She sort of has the Gary Gensler approach to it. I think Gary Gensler's the head of the SEC, and he's just painted all of or Clayton, is it Jake Clayton? Gary Gensler, I forget which one, but they just paint crypto with a broad brush and say that it's all a scam and that it needs to be regulated by the SEC. Anyhow, how do we get on that? Oh yeah, her Elizabeth Warren's stance on crypto. That's what lost me.
Okay.
So I don't know. Maybe it would be a Democrat that would come up like Barack Obama did. Remember, he came out of left field, the senator from Illinois.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Hillary's not president anymore.
Yep.
Or the runner.
Ooh, Hillary would be pissed too. But one would say that Hillary paved the way for Kamala Harris.
You could also argue that Sarah Palin paved the way for Kamala Harris.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Geraldine Ferraro. Right? and Madeleine Albright to a certain extent.
Who's
right?
Madeleine Albright?
Right? Isn't she like a separate world leader? She was somebody else overseas.
New Zealand?
You know what? Go ahead and leave your responses in the comments. On that one. Yep.
Thanks. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So hopefully Biden makes it through this. I'm sure
so.
he'll be fine.
He'll be all right.
He'll
But
be fine.
you were right when he was like, we hope it's not Biden because old people also die from extreme heat. So, you know what? Send your fans, like a fan
literal
drive.
fans.
Yeah,
send your literal fans
to the White House because old people need fans.
Yeah.
So send your fans to Joe Biden.
I'm sure it's properly air conditioned in the White House.
But old people cannot get enough fans. You've
That's
been to their
true.
homes.
They got a lot of fans blowing everywhere. One right here. Another
Yeah,
right
we
over
do.
there.
We do have fans everywhere.
A couple of fans
but
everywhere.
but we
And
can't have them on.
They're necessary, though.
They are necessary.
The heat wave has been insane here in California, and I'm pretty sure it's been the same everywhere else in America.
It broke records overseas in Europe. What was it? What was the record? Last week it broke records. And in Texas this week it hit 107.
Yeah,
It's
that
insane.
was insanely hot.
And here it's like I think today it got up to like 87 what I saw, but it's a drier heat. So
It is a drier heat,
It hurts
and
more.
there's there's kind of a breeze going on here. I personally don't like humidity, so the humidity and heat in Texas was absolutely unbearable for me.
Because of what it does to your hair?
Because of what it does to my entire existence. It melts my brain from the inside out, and yeah, I get very sweaty very quickly.
That is heavy.
Yeah, the humidity in Miami, Florida wasn't great for me either.
You get mosquitoes there too.
You get
People get eaten by
mosquitoes there.
alligators
Yeah.
from going outside.
Mm,
You go outside, right? Because you're hot.
right.
Alligator eats you in Florida.
Yeah.
I'm not saying everywhere,
Yeah.
just in Florida.
Well, my brother's alligator, Bill, he's been fine. He's perfectly nice to the kids. Yeah.
You know what? But so, bottom line is Joe Biden dealing with two things at one time:
Yeah, that's a lot.
COVID and heat.
COVID and heat.
There should be a movie called Biden in Heat. I would watch that. I would totally watch.
That meme where the glasses fall onto his face.
Yes, and he's
Yeah.
just surrounded by fans and they're blowing on him.
I really thought you were going to say flames.
Yeah,
He's
well,
a fans.
I don't. Yeah,
Yeah.
Anyway, Biden in Heat. I would totally watch that.
I would watch. I think I would watch that. If it was a TikTok, I would watch it.
That's a good one. And so what you're doing right now, for people that are, she has her iPad and she's scrolling through the hot top stories.
Yeah, just to take a look at what's going on this week.
And right now, what side are you on?
I am on the Huffington Post.
The Huffington Post. That
which
is
famously a liberal.
yeah, left leaning, so
Political.
hard. Yeah.
Is it an opinionated page? Is it full of opinionated
It
pieces?
does have journalism, and then it does have opinionated pieces like
Mm-hmm.
let's see where it'll say like this is how quickly you can get reinfected with COVID after being sick, or
Oh, come on.
yeah, and that's just an opinion. It's not even or what is it?
Is it an opinion?
I don't know.
Well, let's check it out.
Who's it written by? Julia Reese. Julia. What does it say about COVID after being sick?
BA5 is changing the game when it comes to multiple COVID infections. This is what experts know on how long immunity lasts now. How long does it last now? We thought we were protected for at least 6 months, right? We thought we were good
Right.
for a while. But now they have risen. It looks like it's gotten longer. These viruses are known to reinfect people about an average of 12 months.
Okay.
So what you're saying is I can run around like a madman. I've had COVID twice this year. I'm good.
I had long COVID. That was terrible.
You had long John COVID?
That's, you know what? That's not funny to all the people who suffered from COVID, and they probably need an apology right now.
And to those people, I am sorry that they are listening to this podcast while being that sensitive. It probably wasn't the best idea to begin with.
Yeah, but it says though there was hope that we'd eventually gain herd immunity against COVID, it appears that SARS-CoV-2 is behaving like the SARS-CoV.
SARS-CoV-2.
I don't even know what that means.
It's the second one.
Coronavirus 2. Oh my goodness. Oh, so mask up, folks.
Yep.
Anyway, so maybe that's not an opinion piece.
Maybe that was.
Oh, reviewers pick the best summer solutions for sweaty, stinky feet. That's indicative of the Huffington Post.
That would be very indicative. All right. And then on another side of the news, we have the Drudge Report, which is far right political opinionated pieces. This is the place that said we are concerned about the 79-year-old president.
Hard right goes after Biden's COVID, and then hard left was what?
Concerned.
What was the Huffington Post's top story?
That 200 Republicans voted against protecting birth control.
How do you vote against that?
Yeah. They actually, did you hear they just recently codified gay marriage and interracial marriage so that it would be protected against being up for grabs by the Supreme Court?
I can't even, I don't understand. How is that even a thing?
Yeah. And I think 157 Republicans voted to not codify it.
I don't even see how that's possible when the Constitution is like we the people, right?
Yeah.
So we're all people.
Yeah.
So how do you differentiate?
Even if you remove the gay marriage part, the interracial marriage, how do they explain that when they say that their beliefs are based off of, like, the Bible says that marriage is sacred between one man and one woman?
With this Supreme Court, we're so close to, like, the separation of church and state is almost gone.
It's almost gone.
It's not a Christian nation, people.
It's not. I would know. I'm not Christian.
No, neither am I.
Yeah. But I'm actually very happy that they at least got codified. I mean, Democrats were taking on a lot of heat for not having codified things like the right to choose beforehand, and people were asking them why they haven't done that, and they were like, well, there were just so many priorities and so little time. So they never got around to it based off of other priorities that were going on. But now they're like, okay, well, now this happened. What are you going to do about it? And they faced a lot of pressure, and they were like, fine, let's codify this.
I just, again, the fact that they've even managed to separate people from people.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. It's just across the board.
Yeah. It's
and I really do think that most Republicans, and we're probably going to get a lot of comments, are straight up homosexual and afraid to admit that they are.
Yeah.
They're so afraid of gay.
Yep.
Or they're so racist that they're like, we can't have black people doing the same things that we're doing.
How is that still a thing?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Just the fact that marriage is like being considered illegal at any rate at this day and age is like, what? What century are you living in?
There is the Civil War legacy. So if your grandparents were racist, your parents are going to be racist, and it's handed down.
It really is.
It's almost like when families were fighting in the Civil War, and then somebody's brother killed somebody else's brother, and then that hate just keeps being passed down on the line. So that's how you have like the Hatfields and McCoys or something like that.
That's ridiculous.
Where hate just keeps being handed down.
Yeah.
It's taught. It really is taught.
Yeah. I personally was very scared for the equality of marriage coming up for grabs by the Supreme Court after the right to choose was taken from me and my body. So that was...
How did you feel? So as a male, right? I was like, I have no say in what the woman wants to do with her body.
Yeah.
It made no sense to me. And you have all of the men, voting for this. And why we even have a say? But then I thought, what if I decided I would be like, call me she, her, and then do I have a say?
No. No.
That's weird.
It would be, if it was in your body, then maybe. I think it's the right to the mother's choice. But the problem is that all these old political Republicans are very much believing in the patriarchal system of the woman does not fully equal to a man.
That's
and
biblical.
Therefore, and that's biblical. And they are sticking to that Bible. They are loving, and not to mention, they are also reaping the benefits of, I guess, how it like hardens things for people that are not super rich, that can't cross state lines to get abortions.
I think it also makes
people of color are held back.
Imagine, okay, so you are a man, right? And you're like, I got somebody pregnant, take Plan B, get an abortion, whatever, but now it's illegal. How did they go about getting rid of it back in the day when abortion was illegal? Violence against women. It makes it more dangerous for a woman having that Roe v. Wade overturned.
Yep. And not to mention, regular pregnancy is dangerous all on its own. It doesn't matter. I know that like millions of women are pregnant and give birth every day. That doesn't stop it from being super dangerous.
There is a mortality rate.
And now that's going to shoot up, especially in brown and black women across the country, because we don't have the same access that other people's do. It's systematic oppression. It's just another form of systematic oppression.
It is. So, but when you have career politicians, and by career politicians you have Republicans as old as Mitch McConnell holding on to racist ideals, you're going to end up with that.
How do we have a 4-year cap for presidents, but people in Congress have forever seats?
I don't know. And you know what? I'm just saying willy-nilly that Mitch McConnell is a racist. Mitch McConnell is a racist. I don't have proof of that other than his voting record, but I can't
everything, you mean?
I can't with confidence be like he's a racist and you know, I can't do that even though I am doing that, but I'm just saying this is a disclaimer.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that's fair, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like if somebody was like, "Hey, Chris Mata's a dirty Mexican," I'd be like, "Where's your proof?" And they'll be like, "Remember that time you were in 8th grade and you didn't shower for 3 months?"
You're like, okay, I was a dirty Mexican then.
Yeah, we grow, right? We're not our past. We are not our past. We learn from it, right?
Unless you're Mitch McConnell, in which he's trying to keep the past.
How is he still? Ted Cruz?
Yeah.
Anyway, bottom line is they're super afraid of being homo.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. God, internalized homophobia, it does wonders to your choices. It's like, he reminds me, if he was like a young kid in high school, he would be like one of the dudes like football jocks. Every time they do anything, they're like, nah, that's gay.
Yeah. Yep.
That's gay.
And they got jerked off in the shower by their friends.
And then that's exactly what would
happen. That's what happens
afterwards.
In football teams in high school.
A notoriously homoerotic sport.
They just jerk each other off all day long in the shower.
Over in front of each other. Who could blame them?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I was never on the football team because I did not want to be gay. You cannot play the gay away.
You can't play the gay away.
You can't play the gay away.
No, but you can get a bunch of brothers, and you can create a bond of family.
I wonder how many people are angry at that.
Yeah.
Because you can't pray the gay away, and you can't play it away.
You can't play the gay away, infamously. A lot of us have tried.
I think Benjamin Franklin quoted. I think that's quote.
No, I think that was the late great John Madden.
Oh, possible.
That was
from football. Football fame.
Exactly. Look at me knowing sports.
I could see that.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Yeah. Rest in peace, John Madden.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Is that it? Is that the thing, or is there one more story?
Is there one more story? I feel like that. How long have we been recording?
I don't know. We should have been timing it.
We should have timed it.
I just got really excited that this is our first podcast.
Yeah.
Right, and because this is our maiden podcast, right? The maiden voyage, pilot, if you will. And we're just seeing how it's going to work out, how it plays out, and we plan on having guests. We do plan on having guests every week. We're going to feature some of the writers that help us with the news show. So that'll be a lot of fun. Ton of great people, super talented, awesome, just great. Just amazing writers. I was so pleased that we got Pamela Walsh. Yeah. Right? Lisa Curry. Yep. Jim McLaughlin. John Roman. Who's great. Chris Fonseca. Oh, yeah. And Atticus coming in and doing animation. Some animation. And this season for the show, I'm going to try to add some animation in it, a la The Simpsons, how they did with the Tracy Ullman, and some commercials. I know that Atticus can throw together a commercial really quick when he just wants it off his plate. Like, that's how he deals with homework. He's just, I want it done, I'll do it, and then it's amazing. And then it's done. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. And different segments for a new show, too. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. We're going to have a ton of fun this season. I'm super excited for it. I'm super excited. We went on tour, went to Corpus Christi. So fun. That was a lot of fun. Met a lot of cool people. Met a lot of racist people. That was a lot of racist people. Also met some really friendly LGBTQ peoples. We really did. We really did. Everyone was really nice out there, honestly. In Corpus Christi as well as San Antonio. We were in San Antonio for a couple days. we were in San Antonio for a couple of days.
That was good too.
Yeah.
It was a fun crowd. Fun, welcoming crowd. Hopefully some of you are watching right now. Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey guys, I feel really bad because Pamela, I keep forgetting if it's Walter Walsh, because on Instagram, normally people have their names, like Lisa Curry has Olympian Lisa Curry, and you have Miss Jerry, and Aquino, but Pamela has House of Pancakes.
She does.
That's her
House of
Instagram.
Pancakes.
And so I'm always like, is it Walter Walsh? 'Cause I forget, but I do know it's House of Pancakes. She's super funny.
Follow
Lisa's
House
really
Pancakes.
funny too.
Lisa's really funny too.
Yeah, Chris Fontaine. All of our writers are amazing.
Yeah.
And then once it's all done, once we've put all of the script together, I type it out, right? I do this long list of or the long script of the show, and then before it goes to the teleprompter, it's handed over to Jerry.
Yep.
And she puts it in her words, and then there have been sometimes where she's like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Because I just try to shoehorn something in there.
Just like, I'm gonna go ahead and pick that out,
And feelings are never hurt. 'Cause
No.
most of the time, I would say 99% of the time, you're right.
I think it all comes out great too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun to collaborate with awesome writers like that. And I'm just, looking forward to doing that for the rest of the season, seeing where it goes.
We're going to have 8 episodes this season.
8 episodes, nice.
And we've also started a Patreon.
Yep.
And you, by just supporting the show, because it's time consuming. And
we put a lot of work into this show, guys. A lot.
So all the time that goes into the show, like think of, so maybe on occasion when the show's going, it's like for me, it can be like 4 hours plus 4 hours plus, it can be like a 12-hour day for me. And then those days, so 3 days in a row of 12 hours. And imagine that's me not going to any type of job. So
this is your job.
This is the thing.
Quite literally, this is the job.
Yeah. So go to the newsshow.com, the website.
Please do. Like and subscribe. That'll help us gain more, push us up on the algorithm.
Yeah.
More followers.
Subscribing
pushes
us up on the algorithm. Liking, commenting helps out a whole lot.
Yep.
And when you go to the website, the Patreon button, I should put that at the very top. I'll put it at the top. And then you can help out on Patreon, and you can get cool merch like hoodies and mugs.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's on the Patreon? What can we grab? We can grab hoodies, mugs, stickers, T-shirts. I love stickers.
Also, like I think a $5 Patreon is like, it's just like, hey, thanks. But then $10 and up, you get your name in the credits. And depending on how much you give, not only will you get the T-shirt and the hoodie and the whatnot, all the good stuff, but you'll also get an executive producer credit, and that means that you would also be IMDb. So you really could buy your way into show business.
Oh, nice. Yeah. You need a little credit in there? Have a little gap between work? Just be like, I was working on the news show.
Yeah.
Here's my executive producer credit.
Yeah. You could be at work, like sitting at the bank, wherever it is you work.
Yeah.
And then also be like, dang, I'm a straight up executive producer is bam.
Official. That's valid.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me, Jerry.
Thank you for coming on to your show. Please continue to tune in to a news show, YouTube show, as well as a news show podcast, one of the podcasts of all time. And that's a guarantee.